here we have our coil, our right side coil. You have two wires, top and bottom. Then you have your left side coil, two wires, top and bottom. You supply lines or power lines to the coils themselves. Okay, now the right side coil is right here. Here's the right side coil. The wires top and bottom. And you have the cylinder. And you have the coil wires top. And obviously the bottom. And then cylinders 1 and 2. These are already pre-numbered, which I really don't need to do. What I did was took the time and marked out on a piece of paper. Left coil, right coil. The inside is top based on the angle. The top one, since it's actually the outside, but anyway, the way the coil faces, this one's the top. This one's the top right here. Goes to cylinder 1, and the bottom one goes to cylinder 4. And on the right coil, this top one goes to cylinder 3, and the bottom one goes to cylinder 2. So that'll help. I'll leave this right here as a guide as I draw out these wires and cables and connect these pieces. I'm going to put in new spark plugs, new caps, new wires, obviously, that go along with the coils, and that should be it. Here's all the parts you need. Here's the 4 caps to the spark plugs. The 4 boots, these are basically seals between the spark plug and the cap, and these 4 things are seals between the spark plug wire and the cap itself. This way, I'm going to try and show you one-handed. The boot goes in this way, and it provides a seal around the spark plug. However, if you look up in this hole, it's a real thin, it's a real narrow hole. It doesn't look narrow, but it is rather narrow. So, and it's NGK resistor type spark plug. I would show you the number, but basically look up your bike, look up the part specific to your bike. I can give you numbers for this bike. This is a 99 KZ, KZ1000, and this type of spark plug is, if I can read it, is a BR8ES spark plug. So, and that's the part number for that. And then the part number for your caps is an LDO 5FP, and it's a 5 kilo ohm, which means it's a resistor for a resistor type plug, obviously, and this is a resistor type plug. And you see on the side, BR8ES. 2 and 3. Tighten this up. That will be the inside 2 cylinders and the other coil. I'll take off in just a minute. What I need, this is the first, the number 1. This is the way the coil is going to be mounted, so the number 1 is going to be on top. And the number 4 cylinder is going to be on the bottom. So I'll just make that the longest. See, I moved this wire out so it gives it some shielding. Alright, I cleared that one, and then this one's going to be the longest. So thinking about just going over to the number 4 cylinder, I'm only going to cut about 8 inches off of that. Spool that sleeve up. Okay, and I'm going to do the number 1 cylinder first. Okay, this is going to spool up. This is the waterproof boot, so you can ride in the rain. Now that is a screw in there that actually screws down the center. You'll see in just a second. Move the boot out of the way, enough clearance. Center the wire, the cable, and just screw it on. It's a very rigid system. Doesn't move. Doesn't come loose. Just screws right into the center of the wire. And will hold. I mean, you can pretty much pull, and it would take a lot of strength to pull this off. Once you get it wound down tight, it lets you know it won't screw down any further. Simply slide the boot up, seal it until you can't see those rings. It actually seals around those rings. You're going to have to peel it up. Okay, that's solid. Then you put on the rubber boot. It seals it to the spark plug itself. Seat it all the way, and then you see the hole where the spark plug goes. Do the same thing over here real quick. Feed that over to number 'Alright. Okay. Red to the top. Get that out of the way real quick. Red to the top. And I missed it. Okay, cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remove the spark plugs, replace the spark plugs. Move the spark plug wires. Replace the, took off the coil wires. Each side has its own coil wire. The first coil wire on the left side covers cylinder 1 and 4. The second one on the right side covers cylinder 2 and 3. Remove the coil wires, replace them. Wire wired them up, and now the only thing I have to do is test it.